Okay, team. Start our session. Okay. Uh, Good morning, team. So I'm here to explain about the Capstone project, the case study. Okay. Here we have in Capstone projects we have like around six stages, three preps. In that prep one has three parts, like prep one, part one, part two, and part three, and prep two. And in prep three we have two parts. Prep, Prep 3 part 1 and part 2, right? So for today I am explaining about prep 1 part 1. Okay, after completing your objective exams, this capstone project will be like you are going into this capstone project stage. Okay, so the main guidelines are nothing but like this session will be started at 7:05, and all the questions will be answered once the session is completed. And whatever you have anything doubts or any clarification about this session or about any topic, you can use the chat box. Okay, and this session record also will be available in YouTube channel. So for that I am recording this session also. You can after this session within 1 2 days they will upload in the YouTube channel. Okay. So first of all, we need to know about the case study. This is the main part. For every, not every, every prep one part one, we have one case study. We will give one case study. This is a sample, it is a similar case study. So you need to know about the case study. The first of all case study is see, I will explain you what is this. Then we will go for the questions what you need to be understand in this session, and write down about the uh, questions and answers in a Word document. Okay. So first of all, the case study is nothing but Mr. Anthony, a he is a very rich NRI. Okay. Like he had an idea to develop a website to fashion with focus on high end, and he has collaborated on the application with Mr. Bhaskar, Miss Kathy, and Mr. Domain. So the website should be easy to navigate, have a contemporary look, and process payments quickly. Okay. So Mr. Anthony, he is developing a website. Okay. This is the main thing about the case study. So next, upon looking at the papers, Mr. Anthony has understood that Miss Kathy already had a similar application as the sales are drastically declining. So Mr. Anthony, he had to understand, he got that Miss Kathy has already this application, the similar type of application, but the sales of that application is very bad at that time. So next, Mr. Anthony has taken on the duty of improving the application. The timeline of project is 18 months with rupees 1 crore as the budget. Okay. Already Miss Kathy have this website, right? So Mr. Anthony want to take that duty for improving the application, and the timeline is given is like around 18 months with 1 crore of budget. So here you will be acting as a BA. Like you need to take this take this challenge to improve how to improve this application. Okay. Now here you need to be like a BA, and you need to understand about the case study. Like whatever I have told right till now, Mr. Anthony want to develop one website, but Miss Kathy already have the similar website. So you want to improve that website. For that, we have few problems also here in the case study we can see, like current problem being faced by the Miss Kathy are like lack of knowledge of fashion of the customers, lack of customer reach. Looking at the problems, Mr. Anthony has to pull the he team pulled in on board. Okay, so here you can see Anthony company like Nova Corporation on-site team. So he had a company. In that, Mr. Philip is a project head, and Mr. Walter White is a committee member, and Miss Ruby is a committee member, and Serena is also a committee member. And he has outer source, he had some delivery head, his name is Mr. John, and Miss Anna is a project manager, and Mr. Chase is a senior Java developer, and Miss Nora is another Java developer, junior Java developer, and Shashank and Vivine also is Java developer. Okay, so here you can see, and Mr. Mike is a network admin, and Mr. John is a database admin, and Jason and Neff are the testers. So, and here you are the business analyst. Okay, this is a case study you need to be understand in this project prep one part one. Like we will be give one case study like similar to this. So you need to work on uh, the case study. After you go to the case study, you need to uh, read whatever the case study we have given in the question paper, and you need to first of all decode the case study. Okay, so for decoding the case study, you need to know about the project idea. So here the project idea is to develop a website devoted to fashion with focus on high-end apparel and accessories. And what are the current needs? The current needs are nothing but to easy to navigate and have a contemporary look, and the payment should be done quickly. And then you need to know about the overview of the project. So here the overview of the project is it is based on e-commerce project, and already it has existing application presently, but the current project would like to take the inputs from the current one and work on the new one. So you need to here application is already available, but you need to take the inputs from the current one and you need to make a new one. And what are the current problems? Like the current problems are like a decline of sales, non-user friendly and unable to handle the competition. So you need to know uh, how to decode the case study. So like this, in this way, the idea and needs and overview of the project and current problems. So you need to decode the case study in this way. Okay. After that, like uh, the first question is nothing but here, like uh, prepare a business process model. Like business process model is nothing but we have like uh, six parts in this. Like you need to mention goal, like what is the goal, and what are the inputs, and what are the resources we are using in this project, and what the outputs are, and what are the activities, and what is the value created for the users and the range, for the customers end. Okay, so here the goal is to bridge up the gap between the buyers and the sellers, right? So this is a goal, we need to fill the gap between the buyers and the sellers, and the inputs are customer data, marketing campaigns, and trained employees. And the resources are nothing but like software, databases, warehouse, and office space. And the outputs are sales revenue and efficiency. And the activities are nothing but excellent customer service and partner with leading brands. Like we need to tie up with the uh, like uh, brands like fashionable clothes brands like H&M, and we have certain like we have few brands, right? so Gucci or something, whatever it is. So we need to tie up with them. And last thing is the value, like wide range and the customer satisfaction. So by doing this project, like what the value we have created, we need to tell about the value, like the customer satisfaction is the main part of this. So by using these six parts, you can write down the business process model. So this is the first question you need to complete. Then the second one is SWOT analysis. So you need to do analysis of the strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. So you need to note down the strengths of this project, and what are the weaknesses of this project, and what are the opportunities of this project, and what are the threats of this project. So by what are the strong base, like we have Java developers, so like that we have some strengths, right, in our organization. It is based on the organization strengths and the weakness, and the opportunities and the threats are outside of the organization. So you need to write down the based on the internal and external factors of the SWOT analysis. Okay, after this SWOT analysis, like nothing but here strength, like strong brand recognition and reputation in the online fashion. And the weaknesses, what are the weaknesses here you can found? For example, dependency on the external vendors, supply chain disruption, and inventory management issues. And for opportunities is like we can, like we have the expansion into new product categories and expansion on markets. And the threats, like we need to point out the threats. So for that, economy downturns, or else change in customer spending habits. So you need to note down all these things based on the case study. Okay, and the next one, like we need to write down the feasibility study. Okay, the third question is about the feasibility study. So this is the bit, this feasibility study, nothing but we need to do the study about the project, like whatever you have taken project is worth it or not, like it is suitable to take or not. So in that part you need to uh, like you need to study about the technologies, hardware, software, resources, budget, and time frame. Like for example, here I can say that like in the case study, Mr. Anthony gave us 1 crore of budget and 18 months of time period, right? So we need to check all the things, like resources we are having, software we can, what the softwares are applicable for this, and what are the hardware, and what the technologies we need to use here. So we need to study about all these things. And we need to uh, we need to study about the feasible, that it is viable or not, like we can take this project or not. Based on these six parts, we need to take this project or not, like we need to study. Okay, like nothing but here we need to study about the technology, like based on the database servers and payment gateways, like we can do or not, this project is applicable or not, viable or not. We need to look over all these six parts, and we need to go for the project. So here the main, like I am giving the suggestions that suggestion from my end is that first, you write in a general way, like what is feasibility study means. You just write in a general way what is the feasibility study, and then go for the like case study, whatever this technology, hardware, all these things. Like it will be better to understand for you also, and like the like in future also you can look over when you look back to your PDF or Word document, then you can understand in a very good way. So write down the this feasibility study in a general, like what is this feasibility study, and go for this technology and hardware, software, resources, budget, time frame based on the case study. Okay. And the fourth one is gap analysis. So here the gap analysis is nothing but like what are the current state and what is the desired state. Like you need to look into the case study. We have like current state, we have few problems like uh, high operating expensions due to investment in the technology and marketing. And one more is like dependency on external vendors for product supply and limited control over product quality. So these are the current state. Like we have few problems about the uh, like whatever the web application we are doing. So this is the current state, and we need to improve this current state. And for like we will go for the desired state. Like desired state is nothing but like what we are achieving, like increased control over product quality through strategic partnership with select brands and designers, and expansion into new product categories and markets. So these are the desired states, like current problems and what we need to overcome the current state for desired state. So this is the gap analysis. You need to write down the current state, what are the about the case study, and like we are going for a web application, right? What is the current state of web application and what we need to do? Like what is the desired state of the web application? So you need to write down about the gap analysis in fourth question. And here, like fifth question is nothing but risk analysis. For this, you need to do the like risk analysis about this project. Like what are the internal risk and what are the external risk and BA risk and project based risk. So you need to write down this risk and you need to analyze about the internal and what are the external. So here, for example, PA risk is nothing but incomplete requirements. Like incomplete requirements is nothing but from the client side, you don't have enough requirements, and the domain, if they want a domain change, so you need here, that is a risk. And if the client uh, give a change requirements, like change in requirements, and like after taking this project, in the middle of the project, if the client gave you another two more requirements, then it will comes under the risk, so you can't add those two requirements, right? So like that. And project based risk is nothing but scope risk, and like uh, like study about the business, and what are like nothing but here in project based risk is nothing but if the project the budget given is 1 crore, right? So if you are not doing this project in the 1 crore, it will be comes under the scope risk. So you need to manage those things. You need to like you need to complete this project in timeline. So for that, you need to write down all those project risk, whatever it will be mentioned based on the case study. Okay. And this is the risk analysis. Fifth question we need to complete. And here we need to prepare a RACI matrix. So like matrix is comes under the stakeholder analysis. Okay. So here RACI matrix is based on who are responsible, who are accountable, and consulted and informed in this project. So, like for example, we have Mr. Anthony. He is responsible. Sorry, he is the accountable for this project because he is giving like around like the budget, right? So he is accountable, and Here you can see about who is responsible, like a manager, like project manager is the responsible. Like if every stage we will be having one responsible and one accountable and one consulted here and one informed. So you need to write down the who is the responsible, accountable, and consulted and informed in this in this project based on the case study. Okay. So like for example, we can take here like responsible is see responsible is Bhargav and Catherine and Ismail. Like Ismail is manager operations and like Bhargav is technic at SME payments and Catherine is software developers. Okay, so like that. For accountable also we have Faisal, David, like Faisal, a product manager, and David, business analyst, and Kishore is a client. So and for consulted also we have HR head, like that. For whom we need to inform, like sponsor, he like Aditya is a sponsor and Oliver is a client business analyst. So like that, based on the case study, you need to uh, write down this ratio matrix. Okay, and we will go for next question. So here you need to prepare a business case document. This business case document is nothing but like why this project is initiated and what are the current problems. In this document you need to note down these things, like why this project is initiated and what are the current problems, and how many problems you could be solved, and what are the resources required for this project, and then organizational change is required to adopt this technology, and then you need to write down the ROI, return on investment, and you need to identify the stakeholders. For identify the stakeholders, like before question, like I have told about RACI matrix, right? You can take that and you need to write down this business case document. Okay. Uh, this is the seventh question. And here, next question is about SDLC methodologies. Like SDLC is nothing but software development life cycle. So here, in software development life cycle, we have few methodologies. So you need to write down the methodologies, like we have sequential, iterative, and evolutionary and agile. So you need to write down what is sequential methodology and what is iterative methodology and what is evolutionary methodology and what is agile methodology. So you need to write down these methodologies in your Word document. And then you need to write down about the models. Like for each methodology, we have models. Okay. For sequential, we have waterfall and V model. For iterative, we have RUP. And for agile, we have Scrum. And for evolutionary, we have spiral. So you need to write down uh, like what are the models, like waterfall, V, spiral, Scrum, RUP. So you need to write down these things in the ninth question. Okay. And here you we have like waterfall and V model differences. You need to write down the differences between waterfall and V model. Like four differences is enough for this uh, waterfall and V. So here, for example, waterfall is low cost and V model is expensive, and like move in a linear way. Here doesn't move in a linear way, and less customer involvement, and here more customer involvement, and testing activities start at the later stage, and testing activities start at the first stage. Like that, you need to write down this four differences between waterfall and V model in 10th question. Okay. And like according to you, which model or methodology will suit to this project? Justify your choice. Like based on the model, you need to choose the model. For example, uh, like based on the case study. So we have the case study, right? Like we are preparing a web application. For that web application, as a business analyst, what the model you will choose? For example, you want to choose for example, you want to choose waterfall. So you need to write down why you have chosen waterfall for this project and why it is suited. So you need to write at least you need to justify with at least two reasons why you have chosen waterfall or whatever the model you have chosen. Okay. And the next is Gantt chart. So here the Gantt chart you need to prepare based on the project. So for example, Gantt chart is nothing but visual representation based on the resources and sorry for the. So here you can see the Gantt chart, right? Like Gantt chart is nothing but like a graphical representation, or else we can say it as a visual representation. So here we need to prepare this Gantt chart based on the resources and the timeline. Like each resources who how much period of time he will be involved in this project. For example, project manager and business analyst, he will involve from the starting stage, like initial stage to the end stage of this project. So, and when the Java developers will be involved, for example, Java developers will be involved in the 28th week. Here you can see, based on that you need to prepare this Gantt chart. So here 134 is nothing but the project manager is one person is involved, and here business analyst, if the organization has three business analysts, and you can write down three, like based on the those number of Java developers and the business analyst, whatever. Here the number is written on based on the organization or how many members are there for each resource. So you need to write down based on the resources. Okay. And like you need to write like resources are nothing but developers, testers, and supported network engineering, project manager, and business analyst. These are the resources in the organization. So you need to write those. Okay. And the next question is you need to write down about the what is fixed bit and what is billing project. You need to write down about a fixed bit versus billing project. So fixed bit is nothing but uh, which the service provider agrees to develop a specific scope of work for a fixed price. Like here, I can say in a very good way for you for better understanding. Like fixed bit is nothing but the timeline and the work. Like the budget is fixed here. For example, look into this case study only. The Mr. Anthony gave us 18 months of time period with 1 crore of budget. Here, the timeline and uh, budget is fixed. So, fixed bit is nothing but the fixed thing, like about the timeline and the budget. And the work and like the project should be deliverable, like it should be delivery in that fixed time itself. So like that, you need to write down the fixed bit about the fixed bit, and the billing of this project is nothing but like service provided. A billing project is nothing but which the service provider bills the client for actual time and materials expanded on the project. For example, I can say in a very good way for you, like the client will be given the budget based on the work done by the resource. For example, he will be giving the salary. For example, it is a very good example for you. He will be giving the salary based on the hours. So like that. So you need to write down the what is billing project. Okay. And The next question is timesheets. So you need to prepare the timesheets for requirement gathering and requirement analysis and design, development, testing, UAT, and deployment phases. Okay, you need to write the timesheets for each phase. Okay, here you need to write down you need to prepare the timesheet based on like for example, based on this business analyst only. See here, you can see the timesheet, right? So, what are the tasks and what are the actionable items and when it is started and when it is end and how many hours you have taken for this day. Okay, for requirement gathering phase. For example, I can say it as like daily updates. Like you need to fill this sheet. Like as a business analyst, I am telling. So you need to write down for example, today is Monday, right? For today, like what is the work have you done? So you need to write down what is the work you have done and what the task you have worked on. Like how many tasks you have worked on and how much time you have taken on that task. So, for example, here you can see identifying the stakeholders and meeting. It is based on the business analyst. So, you can also prepare based on business analyst itself. So, for each phase, you need to prepare. For requirement gathering phase, here they have given you one example, and you need to prepare for requirement analysis and design, development, and testing and UAT deployment. So, you need to prepare all these phases. So here, for example, requirement gathering, like identify the stakeholders meeting is the task. So for this, you conducted meeting meeting to list down the stakeholders. So you have done like this is actionable items is nothing but for this identifying the stakeholders, you conducted a meeting and you wrote you list down the stakeholders of this project. So you have taken 1 hour of time by using this 1 hour like you have mentioned. So for each requirement like client interaction you have attended a Zoom call to update the client on mom like minute of meeting mom is okay like that you can write down when it is started and when it is ended like 2 hours of time duration you have taken for client interaction like that. You need to write down the task you have done for requirement phase and analysis phase and design phase, all these things. Okay, and how much time you have taken. uh, like for example, uh, one employee in software industry, he will be working for 8 hours. Okay, based on that 8 hours only you need to prepare this time sheets. Okay, for example, it is requirement gathering phase they have given only for 1 day, so you need to write down for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like that. On Monday, what the task you have done. For example, these things are done in Monday itself. For Tuesday, what you have done in for requirement gathering phase. So you need to elaborate this. For example, this client interaction, you have taken meetings for 4 hours. So you need to write down how much time it is taken on. Like it is done on Tuesday, so you need to write down on Tuesday I have done like this. So for each day you need to write down like Monday, Tuesday, like per week. Okay, and so here we have completed the question. These 14 questions, these 14 similar questions will be given to you in the case study. So you need to complete this by writing down in the Word document. Like all the answers should be written in the Word document and you need to upload in the portal. Okay.